Okay, so this is my first time ever really attempting at vlogging, but my daughter always seems to think that that I need to vlog. It's really hard to not look at yourself like in the thing. Anyway, so I have about 5 minutes before I get my son up. So I just, this is Landon. He just finished his breakfast and he's still kind of finishing it.
Mama.
But anyways, we are just heading back downstairs. It's gonna get kind of dark here in a second, so
Mama.
let me turn the light on.
Mama.
Okay, so I have to change him really quick. And I will be back. Say hi.
Mama.
That's usually all that he ever says. So, all right, I'm gonna change him into his clothes for the day, and I look really, really red. Do you like that pimple? I like it too. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna change him, and then I will be back. So, he's changed, obviously, but I don't know why my freaking face is so red. It's really not this red in person. So one thing that I have learned being a parent is if you're not a parent of a human child, like dog, children, cat, children, they don't really count. Unless you are a parent, don't say, oh, I'm never gonna, look at this baby here. I'm never going to do that when I have a kid. I'm never going to... Yeah, baby. Those your wipes? Yeah? Say hi. You're mesmerized, aren't you? Yeah, baby. Yeah, we'll watch Do to Do later. So that's my point. The Do to Do comment that he said. Never say, oh, I'm never going to do this when I have children, because before I had Landon, I was always like, oh, I'm not going to ever, be that parent that just hands their phone over to their kid in the middle of a restaurant, and they need to learn, and da-da-da-da. Y'all, I hand my phone over to him more times than I would like to say, because it keeps him quiet for a second. And it keeps him quiet and gives me my sanity back. And yeah, it just gives me a moment to be able to actually have a conversation with my husband or my other two. And my hair was looking really crazy and really frazzled. I put dry shampoo in it. But anyway, so if you don't have children, don't ever say, I'm never going to do this as a parent, because you probably will.
Mama.
Yeah? Oh. And this is probably 90% of my day.
Mama.
That right there. That word is used
Mama.
more than any other word in his vocabulary. And he can say like 30 words. But that mama word is his favorite.
Mama.
Yes, baby. So this is probably the most unflattering angle ever, but it's okay. Landon just got up from his first nap, and we are heading to my parents. I'm going to see if I have enough little scrap change to run by Dunkin' Donuts and get an iced, what do I get? An iced coffee with almond milk and mocha flavoring. It is so freaking good that I can't even. Anywho, so yeah, we're just gonna head to my parents and see what they've got going on, and then during Landon's second nap, I am going to work on my husband's business. There was a girl walking her dog and she just looked at me really funny, but I don't care. Yeah, so just gonna do some stuff for the business, reach out to some places and see if we can get booked anywhere. And yeah, that's basically what I'm gonna be doing. Landon's back there, being a baby. He's really not a baby. He's more like a toddler, but he's 19 months old. But I still think of him as a baby because he's my baby. So yeah, I'm just going to get back to driving so I don't get pulled over, because that would not be a fun little fine to pay. So I will catch you guys later. So one thing that I really don't understand, I know that I would see you guys later, but whatever. I don't understand why people, probably just women, because I don't know a whole lot of men that wear makeup, why women wear a full-on face of makeup when they go to the gym or they work out. Why? I get okay, you just got back from work, when I used to work full-time, salary-based jobs, I get it. You get off work, oh crap, I forgot my makeup remover, whatever. You go to the freaking bathroom and you take a paper towel and you at least wipe off your foundation. My Lord, wipe off your foundation. I don't get it. I don't know. I mean, I used to work at a gym, so I saw all walks of life. There was, yeah, baby. I know, you got the little shark. Oh, so earlier in the vlog when Landon was saying do-to-do, and I was like, oh yeah, do-to-do about this. Do-to-do is what he refers to as watching YouTube on my phone, because there is this one video called Baby Shark, and it goes, Baby Shark, do-do-do-do-do-do-do. So ever since he got hooked on that from my 14-year-old daughter, which, thank you, Cindy, for that, he calls everything on YouTube do-to-do. So, yeah, that explains that. But anyway, so I used to work at a gym for 5 years, and I saw every single kind of walk of life, and there was this one lady that would come in, and she was probably 60-something years old. So if you're you do you, but she would come in oh my gosh, blue eyeshadow up to her freaking eyebrows, and then do I have my lights on? She would come in, blue eyeshadow, and she used to be a Playboy model, and I don't know where I found that out, but she used to be a Playboy model back in I don't know, the 70s or something, and so she was happening, she was happening. I feel this is the most unflattering angle, I need to be up there, but can't do it. So you're just gonna have to see some little double chin action there. So, sorry, interjection. So she used to be this Playboy model, and then she would come in and with these sheer tights on. Sheer tights. Hold on, Bubba. These are your nummies. And then she would come in this bodysuit, but it was a thong bodysuit. So she would wear the tights that were sheer, the black sheer tights, and then she would wear the thong bodysuit over the tights, and then she would wear those socks that crunch up, scrunch down, the thick white socks, and then she would wear the white, crisp white tennis shoes. But yeah, it was quite lovely to see. Where's the baby? Where's the baby? There he is. Where's the baby? Where is he? Where's the baby? There he is. So does anybody else's child do this thing where he's doing it right now? He's saying my name, and then when I say yes baby or yes buddy or acknowledging him, he then proceeds to go and then hits himself or hits something. I mean, and then if I don't say yes buddy, then he will literally say mama, 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 until I answer him.
Can you go? Jump rope, what do you say? Jump rope.
Let's start all over with do-to-do.
You eating, bud? What are you eating? Eating those broccoli things from Aldi and bananas. Yeah. Where are you going? Ready? Boing! Ready? Boing! Ready? Boing! Ready? Boing!
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's up there?
Hey.
Nice burp. Excuse you.